Are you experiencing this time as a punishment or as a pause that allows you the time to actually look at what it is that you're creating with your life? Let's talk about that for a few minutes. So today I want to start with pointing out that there are 4 healthy responses to fear. Fight, and that can look like literally duking it out with somebody, or it can look like snapping at your loved one. It can look like slamming doors. It can look like storming out of the room. It can also look like, on the mental level, it can look like projecting really negative, hateful energy towards something or someone. Fight. And that's generally the most common response to fear, is fight. However, society has made fight more about anger and has made anger to be violence, when in truth, anger is an energy, an emotion. Violence is actually a way to express the anger, when what is really being expressed most of the time is fear. If you're to actually look at the fight and ask, what am I afraid of underneath this? You can get to the piece that needs to shift to support your relationship and being healthy. So fight is a fear response. The second fear response is flee. That can look like dazing off into the distance and not paying attention. It can literally look like running away. It can look like allowing your thoughts to wander away with themselves while you're not paying attention to what's being said in the moment. So fleeing, running away from the situation. A next response to fear that is maybe not as recognizable is faint. This can literally be the damsel in distress falling over and fainting, but can also look like getting sick or tired. Those people that you're often like, that often respond to life as, I'm so tired. It's very possible that there's a level of fear running through their system that hasn't been addressed. Fainting can also look like losing track of the conversation because you get confused. Confusion is often a sign that you're in faint mode, which means something in the conversation has triggered your fear. So, fainting. And the last one is freezing. Deer in headlights. It can literally look like. It can also look like, I just don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. That obstinate energy of stop. What's underneath that stop energy is often something that you're afraid of that needs to get cleared up so you can move forward. Freezing can also look like losing your own words, like your mind freezes, and so you don't have the words to say what it is you need to say. That is the external expression of fear. Internally, a lot happens as well. Some things turn on and other things stop. One of the reasons why I recommend breathing is because our breath is the first thing to stop when we are afraid. If you look back over your life at all of the times that you were scared at something that was coming toward you, which is very different than a startled response. Every healthy human being has a startled response when they are born. That is and it can be tested with babies that have hearing. If you slap something loud beside them, they will jump, they'll startle. It's a natural response. Fear, however, is learned. Fear often comes through the constructs that we're raised with, our parents, our teachers, our society, our religions, our governments. They're usually what program our fear. And unless you learn to question why you are suddenly fighting or freezing or fainting or fleeing. Why you are suddenly doing this, unless you actually look at it and question yourself, then you can never uncover the pattern that's running that needs to be healed. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because right now, in this time in history, it is the time that we have been preparing for. It is the time for us to use our skills. It is the time to show up fully. You have within you this spark of light, and that light is what needs to grow right now. As an epic sensitive, it's very, very easy to get overwhelmed with what's going on in this world. It is so easy to get caught up in the fear constructs, the power and the domination that's out there. And if you allow yourself to be inundated with that energy, you will crash. And if you crash, you are more susceptible to the virus that is in the air, not in the air, the virus that is going around the planet right now. I wanted to clear that up. The reason why I've been doing these videos, most of these videos outside, is to encourage you to get outside. That sunshine and the breeze, wonderful for raising your spirits. And that's what's needed right now, because this is not an airborne virus. It does not require you isolating inside your house. It doesn't require you holding up and just pretending like it's all going away. Now, you're going to have not naturally occurring emotions around this. People are being sent home without pay. Some companies can afford to allow their employees to use their vacation time and to use extra vacation time. Some companies are not set up for that. People like me who are entrepreneurs whose entire business has been built on clients who are using expendable income to pay for the services I provide have suddenly found themselves without any clients because expendable income right now has been frozen. So keep in mind, we are in this together, and how you choose to go about your everyday moments, the way you interact with people, what you focus on creates your next phase of living on this planet. I truly believe and have been shown that this is our opportunity to shift into the greater awareness of who we are, and to create the life on this planet that we came here to create, that we actually want to live. So choose things that bring you happiness. Choose things that relax you. Rest when needed. As epic sensitives, your need to rest has probably been exponentially increased because of the energy that's ricocheting around this planet. So rest when you need to rest. It's important that you do. Interact in positive ways. If you find yourself in conflict, breathe, pause, ask yourself, what is really going on here? Check in. Are you responding to the fear that's on this planet? Are you running somebody else's emotions? Are you feeling scared, anxious, concerned, worried? If it's yours, do something with it. Fear and anger are best moved through the human body with activities. Check in. What does your fear look like? If I imagine fear right now, let me see if I can conjure some up. Okay, as soon as I checked in, I'm like, okay, can I feel fear right now? It was there immediately like this, and it rose. And I could feel it in my upper chest and in my throat, and it was like this fluttery feeling. Ooh, and I can feel it moving through my body. Now, this is fear that I've willingly conjured right now so that I could show you what I mean. And if I look at that fear, it's doing this. And so my invitation to you is, when you're feeling anger, or you're feeling fear, or you're feeling sad, check in, and what is the energy doing? Match it. When your body matches it, it moves it. It moves it through. Flick it. Now, my invitation is when you're doing this kind of work that you're intentional about where you're flipping it. Flip it with a clearing. I clear this energy. I clear this energy. I clear this energy. I return it to source. I return it to source. I return it to source. Making sure that that energy that you're clearing is directed to source rather than embedded in anybody's cells around you or in the cells of your house where you're at. Get outside. Walk on the grass. If the grass is dry, lay down and feel Mother Earth, because the greatest gift in this gigantic pause that we have been blessed with is that Mother Earth can breathe without humanity clogging her up or stomping all over her. So lay down on the grass, synchronize with her, and draw in the grounding energy that she provides. Because the more frequently you are grounded, the more frequently you are clear, the more frequently you are smiling, the better chances you have of making it through the other side of this portal and into a shining light. I love you. Thank you for keeping on. Reach out to me if you need support. Please reach out to me. I don't want you doing this alone or feeling trapped. Take care of yourself. I love you. I love you. I love you. Be well.